In this video we'll be talking about how alkali metals react with water. Here is the general equation for the reaction between a metal and an alkali metal and water. So you've got alkali metal plus water produces a metal hydroxide, which is a colorless aqueous solution, and hydrogen, which is a gas, hydrogen gas. Here are all the alkali metals. This is the group 1 alkali metals from the periodic table. Let's start by looking at the equation for lithium with water. So lithium plus water produces lithium hydroxide plus hydrogen gas. This is the word equation. Here is a symbol equation. The only problem with this is that it's not balanced. So these are all the symbols. So for water H2O, lithium hydroxide is LiOH, hydrogen is H2. To balance this, we know that there's 3 hydrogen atoms on this side, but only 2 hydrogens on this side. So we can put a 2 in front of lithium, and that will make the total of hydrogen atoms 4, equal to 4. And obviously here it's only 2, so we can put a 2 in front of this H2O, and we multiply these two numbers to give us 4 hydrogen atoms. Now the hydrogen atoms are balanced. However, lithium, now we have 2 lithiums. Remember, this big number applies to everything that comes after it. So we have 2 lithium atoms on this side, and we just put a 2 here to balance that out. And now we have our balanced equation, a symbol equation. We also need to include state symbols. So lithium is a solid, water is a liquid, lithium hydroxide is an aqueous solution, so AQ is dissolved in water, and hydrogen is a gas, so it's, in brackets we put a G in there. So when lithium reacts with water, it fizzes because of the hydrogen gas that's produced, and it floats on the surface of the water. But the reaction is not as vigorous as the rest of the alkali metals lower down. It doesn't melt. Okay, let's have a look at the reaction between the second alkali metal, sodium, and water. So sodium plus water produces sodium hydroxide and hydrogen. You can see it's just like this equation. In place of the metal we put the sodium there. So this is the word equation, and here's the symbol equation. Again, we need to balance it. The numbers are the same as the previous one. We put a 2 in front of the hydroxide, we put a 2 in front of the metal, and 2 in front of the water. So the numbers in front always stay the same with these alkali metals reacting with water. And the state symbols are also the same. Okay, solid, liquid, aqueous, and gas. Now sodium fizzes rapidly. The hydrogen gas is produced more quickly, so it fizzes more rapidly. The reaction is more vigorous, it's more faster. Now as you go down the group, more energy is released in these reactions because they're more vigorous. So when sodium reacts with water, it actually gives out enough energy to melt the sodium metal into a ball that moves around on the surface of the water until it eventually disappears as it reacts. Okay, so for the last one, potassium, I would like you to pause the video now and have a go at writing the word equation, the balanced symbol equation with the state symbols, and also what you think the reactivity will be like. Okay, so this is what you should have. Potassium plus water produces potassium hydroxide and hydrogen gas. Here's the symbol equation, and now this is the balanced symbol equation, and these are the state symbols. And for a description of the reactivity, potassium reacts even more vigorously and it releases even more energy. That energy is actually enough to ignite the hydrogen gas to produce a flame, and that's a lilac flame because there's potassium ions present, so it produces a lilac flame. The rest lower down, actually they all produce flames because they're so reactive. Okay, so that's the end of the video. Thanks for watching.